Bonjour from Paris. It's the spiritual whistleblower. Hi guys, I'm tuning in live from Disneyland Paris. Yes, and it is absolutely hot. It had to be in the 90s today. It is hot, so I'm sitting in shade. I wanted to do this video real quickly for y'all. This is my second time in Disneyland Paris, and I did a video last year and put it on my Patreon, but I feel like I need to do one for you guys, a general video. The importance of reparenting yourself once you cut your abusive parents off. So many of y'all are scared to cut your parents off, and I know it's not an easy decision, but you keep bringing your children around your parents because you're like living vicariously through your children, hoping to have that loving relationship. You know, you feel like if your kids can get close to your parents, then that'll make up for the things they did to you. That's not true. Your parents are going to abuse your children. All your parents is doing is spoiling your kids and turning them into narcissists to turn them against you when your kids get older. You are stupid for exposing your children to the very same people that abused you growing up. And if you get mad, you can unsubscribe. I don't give a fuck. Somebody needs to be honest with y'all. Somebody needs to be, look, why would you expose your children? Because at the end of the day, it's fucking child abuse. It's fucking child abuse to expose your children to the same adults, your mother, father, grandparents, whoever it was in your family that treated you like straight shit. Why do you have your kids around these people? What you think they're going to do? Oh, you think because they spoiling them, that's love? No, they're spoiling them to mold them, groom them, shape them, to turn them against you so that when they become teenagers, they're going to talk back and disrespect you. They're going to become narcissistic, and you're going to sit there, I don't know where I went wrong as a parent. I thought I was raising them right. No! You exposed your fucking children to the same people that fucking abused you in your childhood. Wake the fuck up. If you get your feelings hurt, get off my channel. I don't care. I'm sick of it. It's child abuse for you to expose your children to their abusive grandparents. Anyway, I want to do this video because, when you cut your parents off, when you're ready to take that leap, there's a lot of work you got to do. You got to go to therapy to deal with those childhood trauma wounds. You have to build boundaries to keep your family out of your personal business. They really don't need to know your phone number. They don't need to know where you live. You need to make them respect you, even if it requires you getting a restraining order and calling the police. Some of y'all are too scared to do that, though. And I ain't trying to be funny, but, it's like you're no better than them if you're not going to change the way things are going. You're a hamster on a hamster wheel with the rest of them. Ain't shit gonna change until you get off the hamster wheel and you change the dynamics of the relationship between you and your family members. And if you got kids, I can't talk about the children because I get really pissed off about that. It's child abuse. But once you cut your parents off, if you decide to, then there's a lot of work you got to do in terms of reparenting yourself. And you have an inner child that has been longing for the validation, the love, and support of your narcissistic parents. And as you know, you're never going to get that. Some of y'all keep bumping your head against the wall. You keep running, begging, pleading, hoping your parents will change, and they kick you off the pedestal every time. Like, you got to get burnt 100 times until the shit sinks in. So I say all this to say, your parents are never going to validate that inner child inside of you. You have to learn how to reparent yourself, unlearn everything your parents taught you, and reprogram, restructure your brain. And one of the ways that I do that, I don't know how you plan to do it, but therapy is a start. Therapy is good. I like to spoil my inner child. Because my narcissistic parents completely destroyed my childhood, they forced me to grow up. I was a latchkey kid. I was responsible to make sure my siblings had dinner. They were bathed. Like, I grew up too fast. I never had a childhood. My senior year in high school, I was working 2 jobs and my mother was taking all my paychecks. I never really enjoyed my childhood whatsoever. So I make it a duty, if not once, twice a year, to do something fun, like come to Disneyland and just spoil the inner child inside of me, to make up for all the lost time and the shit that my parents put me through, I take that control and power away from my parents. They no longer have the power, over me. I call the shots, and I get to embrace the little girl inside of me, hold her, love her, and spoil her, and take her to Disneyland and let her be free and happy. And she doesn't have to answer to anybody but God. So that's what I want y'all to get out of this video. I come with tough love. If you get offended, you get offended. But it's all tough love. At the end of the day, you're going to keep running on that hamster wheel. You're going to get the fuck off. That's the bottom line. Some of y'all kill me. Some of y'all be like, oh, my mother abused me, but my daddy wasn't abusive. And you know what I said? I said, did your daddy protect you from your mother? No, he never said anything. Then your daddy's just as guilty because he sat up there and he did not do a damn thing to stop your mother from fucking abusing you, which makes him a sadistic asshole sitting there enabling your mama to abuse you. But yet you think your daddy's normal and he's a nice guy. Woo, some of y'all got to wake up. Some of y'all really got to wake up. I pray that y'all see the light. I pray that you get the courage to take that step to draw them boundaries. You're not going to be able to do limited contact with your parents. You're going to end up cutting them off. Keep on playing till they drive you to an early grave. Some of y'all is suffering health problems because you won't cut your fucking family off. You letting your parents drive you insane, drag you through the mud, gossip, tear your name down, take control of your children. Like, what is it going to take? I don't play that shit. I am determined to keep my family the fuck away, or else they're going to suffer consequences for violating my boundaries. And if it comes to violence, should they approach me, I have to put the should they approach me so a weak bitch stalking me can't twist my words around. In self-defense, if a bitch approaches me, I'm whooping fucking ass. I said it. So my family knows not to fucking play with me or my child, and there are strict boundaries to respect. I live a healthy, happy life. I mind my business. I don't ask nobody for money or shit. I'm happy. I'm doing well in life. I'm successful. I got a great job. I run a successful business, and my daughter don't want for nothing, so fuck them. And I don't need shit from them. And they got to respect that. They can stalk me on social media all they want, but they need to stay on their side of the fucking fence. Don't invite me. I don't even want to come to no funeral. Bitch, don't put my name in the will. Don't put my name in the obituary. I don't want to be connected. I don't want to be known to anyone by my family. That's how sick of them that I am. So I said what I said. Now, take what you can for this video. I pray that you embrace and spoil that inner child inside of you that was neglected and abused by your narcissistic parents. It's never too late to go back in history and rewrite it. The narcissist rewrites history all the time, but they do it to hurt people. What if empaths went into their history and rewrote it for the good? To embrace that child that was always neglected. Rewrite your history for the good. Yeah, it happened. You learned from it. It made you who you are, but you get a second chance of spoiling that child inside of you. I think it's okay. All right. God bless you guys. I'm going to go catch me. There's a movie or a play or something going on in the Disney theater. And then I'm going to head back to my hotel. But I love you guys. It's been the Spiritual Whistleblower. Stay narcissistic free.